Because God loved human beings so much, He created human being in His own image. But Satan wanted to corrupt this man and destroy them. Welcome to another episode of DIL SE, a word from our heart. In this episode, I'd like to bring before you a very interesting incident which is taken from the book of Genesis in the Bible. Let me first explain the background of the story before I read the verse for you. Here, I will be talking about three characters. One, Satan in the form of serpent. Second, Adam, the first man. And third, Eve, the first woman. If you don't have a Bible with you, you can install the Bible app in your mobile and read this incident in the book of Genesis chapter 3. So now, God had commanded the first man and the first woman that they could eat the fruits of all the tree in the Garden of Eden where they were placed. You may have a question, who is this Satan? Let me explain that for you. Satan was an archangel in heaven who used to worship God day and night. He had so much power and he was honored by God. But pride entered in his heart and he suddenly thought, why not I also be like God? And he rebelled against God. So God pushed him down and he turned into a Satan. And his only goal was to destroy the people and make them do evil. Because God loved human beings so much, He created human being in His own image. But Satan wanted to corrupt this man and destroy them. So now coming back to the story, as I told, that God had commanded they could eat every fruit except from one tree which was in the midst of the garden. But Eve, the wife of Adam, she goes near the tree, and let me read that verse for you, which is in the 3rd chapter and verse 6. So when the women saw that the tree was good for food, and it was a delight to the eyes, and that the tree was to be desired to make one wise, she took of its fruit and ate. She also gave some to her husband who was with her, and he ate. Here we see, first the woman looks at the fruit and she says, oh, it was a delight to the eyes, and the tree was to be desired to make one wise. Now, first, it affects her eyes. She says, it was a delight to the eyes, and then it was to be desired to make one wise. So it affects her mind. And slowly, her heart is affected or corrupted. And then she extends her hand and plucks the fruit and she eats it. Not only she eats, we read that she also gave to her husband. Many times, sin or evil enters through our eyes. The things we see, the evil things that we see, it first enters through the eyes. That is why sometimes it's said that eyes are the gateway of evil. It enters through our eyes and corrupts our mind. Think about those dirty movies that people watch, and after that, in their sleep or in their bed, they start thinking and dreaming about it. It corrupts their mind, and then it corrupts their heart, and they think, why not I do it? And not only they do it, they also encourage their friends to do it. Think about so many rape cases that happens in our country. It's because they would have been seeing such evil things for a long time, which would have corrupted their minds, their hearts, and and they think, why not I do? And they do it together and not only destroy themselves but destroy another life. Few years back, there were few young children who were caught by the police for breaking into a house. And when police asked, how did you do this? Who taught you all this? This young kid said, we were watching a serial in the TV, and in that we saw how a burglar was breaking into a house, and we thought, why not we try? And so we are caught now. My dear friends, I do not know what is the situation right now. Maybe you are in level 1 where you are watching something dirty or something which is not pleasing, which is not good for you. Maybe it has already affected your mind and your heart. Maybe you have already allowed yourself to act upon it. Maybe you have acted upon it and committed a mistake. Or you might be in level 4. Not only you might have committed, but you have encouraged your friends also to do it. It could be some kind of addictions like drugs, smoking, drinking, or pornography, or whatever it could be. But I want to encourage you today, no matter which level you are, God can change your life. And that is the reason He shed His blood for us on the cross to deliver us from the bondage of sin, so that we will have the deliverance from the grip of the evil. And I believe as you pray, God will deliver you and bless you and help you to overcome the evil. God bless you.